Welcome back to Arsenal News TV, and today we're going to first look at Arsenal fans wanting Mikel to sign spectacular Jesse Lingard in the summer, and then we're going to look at Tottenham and Arsenal joining the race for €50 million rated striker, having tested waters with this agent recently. So the first transfer headlines state that Arsenal fans want Mikel to sign spectacular Jesse Lingard in the summer. So the reports are stating that Arsenal fans are absolutely raved about Jesse Lingard after his terrific display for West Ham United against Wolves last night, and the Gunners fans want the 28-year-old signed in the summer. Jesse Lingard joined the Hammers on loan from Manchester United in January. That signing now looks like an inspired piece of business from David Moyes. The 26-capped England international has racked up 6 goals and 3 assists in only 8 games for West Ham United so far. He has completely transformed the way in which West Ham United attack as a team, and the West Ham fans will be desperate for Jesse Lingard to be snapped up on a permanent basis in the summer. It seems as though some Arsenal fans want Mikel to bring him to the Emirates. However, the Gunners are experiencing an incredibly difficult campaign. The North London club could really do with a player like Jesse Lingard. Instead, they have a squad full of attacking players on huge wages who have contributed very little this season. The 28-year-old Manchester United ace is arguably in the best form of his career, and because he hasn't played much football over the past 12 months or so, he probably has 2 or 3 years left playing at his peak. Jesse Lingard would be a sensational addition for Arsenal, as much as some of their fans might not admit it. West Ham will have a lot to say about that, however. The England international will cost around £20 million according to Eurosport, and that seems like fantastic value for a player like Jesse Lingard's undoubted quality. Nevertheless, some Arsenal fans want Mikel to bring Jesse Lingard to the Emirates in the summer. So it looks like Arsenal fans want Mikel to sign spectacular Jesse Lingard in the summer. And it's because the fact that Arsenal fans have raved about Jesse Lingard after his terrific display for West Ham United and a brilliant solo goal against Wolves last night. Also, the Gunners have experienced Jesse Lingard's capability on the ball and his strong performances as they played each other in a 3-3 draw at the London Stadium. And we can clearly see that Jesse Lingard has joined the Hammers on loan and has had a sensational loan from Manchester United from his move in January. And it looks like David Moyes has done an inspired piece of business, getting the likes of Jesse Lingard to transform their whole attack and in the way in which their team attacks as a whole. And it will be true that the West Ham fans will be desperate for Jesse Lingard to be snapped up on a permanent basis in the summer. And it looks like Manchester United would want to keep Jesse Lingard at least for another season and probably offer him a new deal so that he can show these performances for Manchester United in their aims to try and win the title next season. So it looks like Jesse Lingard has a lot of suitors, including the Gunners, where a lot of Arsenal fans have admired the signing of spectacular Jesse Lingard. And this nicely takes us on to the second piece of transfer news, where Tottenham and Arsenal have joined the race for €50 million rated striker and have tested waters with agent recently. So the reports are stating that a shining light in the underperforming team, Dusan Vlahovic, is the talk of the town in Italy these days. The Fiorentina striker, with his 13 goals in the future, has shown why so many clubs are after him. And the 21-year-old's future, despite having a contract tying him to the Serie A club until 2023, is up in the air. The aim in Florence is to tie him down further with an improved deal. But with the likes of Tottenham and Arsenal now joining the race to sign him, things are getting more and more complicated. The pair are just 2 of many sides, with AC Milan, AS Roma, Borussia Dortmund, RB Leipzig and Atletico Madrid also mentioned, reported by Corriere Fiorentina as having recently tested the waters with his agent. This growing list of suitors means keeping him at the club will not be easy for owner Rocco Commisso, and we all know how badly Spurs and the Gunners need a striker. With the future of Carlos Vinicius uncertain at Tottenham Hotspur, some want to rotate with Harry Kane, with go a long way next season, and Jose Mourinho seems to have turned to Vlahovic. As for the Gunners, it remains to be seen what comes of Alexandre Lacazette, although Mikel Arteta seems to be a bit fonder of him of late. Regardless, if Fiorentina were to let him leave, they would start at a valuation close to 50 million euros, a tall order, and one perhaps too large for the likes of Spurs and Arsenal this summer. So it looks like both Tottenham Hotspur and the Gunners have joined the race for 50 million euro rated striker, and they have already tested waters with their agent recently as well. So it looks like there's a shining light in the underperforming team, and that is in the form of Dusan Vlahovic, and he seems to be the talk of the town in Italy in these days. And when it comes to the Fiorentina striker, he has 13 goals in the league, and he has shown why so many clubs are after him, as there is a long list of names in the form of Milan, AS Roma, Borussia Dortmund, RB Leipzig, Atletico Madrid, and the both North London clubs. It looks like the Fiorentina striker has a lot to offer when it comes to his position and when it comes to getting goals and getting on the score sheet. So when it comes to the Fiorentina striker, he is someone that both the Gunners and Tottenham Hotspur need ever so badly. But when it comes to the Arsenal specifically, and in terms of who they want to sign as a replacement to Alexandre Lacazette, whose future at the club seems to be uncertain, it all depends on Mikel Arteta, as he says it will be decided at the end of the season. And it all depends on if Arsenal can win the Europa League, and that will be a huge bonus in terms of Mikel Arteta, because we have a lot more cash and he will be able to spend more in the transfer markets. So we have to wait and see what the Gunners are going to do, as Mikel Arteta has made it clear that only contract talks will be made for Alexandre Lacazette at the end of this season. And we still don't know the futures of the likes of Eddie Nketiah and the likes of other players such as Folarin Balogun, so it looks like the Gunners will be in the market for a new striker, as Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang's form of late has been poor as well. But other than that guys, remain blessed, stay tuned for the next video, and peace.